What is up, Raider Nation? It's your boy Samoa Raider back at it again with another episode of Nation News. And on today's episode, we're going to be talking about some of our players that represented the nation in the Pro Bowl yesterday. Not only that, Rich Bisaccia is taking his talents to Green Bay, and we do have a new DBs coach here in Las Vegas. And last but not least, we're going to be talking about our quarterback Derek Carr and his future with the Raiders. All of that on this episode of Nation News. But before we get started with this video, if this is the very first time you're coming across my channel and you love the Las Vegas Raiders, then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. With that being said, let's get started with the video.
And you tell them one thing, just win, baby.
Sponsored by the GOAT Charles Woodson and Woodson Whiskey. Be sure to grab yourself a bottle before the big game this weekend. And if you're sitting at home wondering to yourself where I can cop me some of that good Woodson Whiskey, well, don't worry, because the O's got you. Head over to woodsonwhiskey.com to find a store near you or order it online and have it shipped to your door. Woodson Bourbon Whiskey. If it isn't your game day whiskey, it is now. First and foremost, I do want to give a huge shout out to Mad Max Crosby, Denzel Perriman, AJ Cole, and Hunter Renfrow for representing the Raider Nation in yesterday's Pro Bowl game, which the AFC did come away with a W. Also, I do want to highlight the Condor, Mad Max Crosby, for becoming the defensive MVP of the game, representing Las Vegas real good. He came away with 5 total tackles, had 3 pass breakups, almost had an interception, but he did have 2 tackles for loss and 2 sacks. Now, Hunter Renfrow, on the other hand, had 5 receptions for 43 yards and a beautiful ass touchdown, and he was the second leading receiver for the AFC. Now, Perriman didn't really have a big stat line, only had 1 tackle, and he did get mossed by Mike Evans. And as for our punter, AJ Cole, I'll just let him explain his stat line to you guys.
Yeah, you know, it's been a great first couple of quarters. Probably my favorite stat line I've ever had. Got 0 punts, 3 holds, 2 halftime hot dogs. So really enjoying the game so far. It's been a lot of fun watching everybody, and I'm just here for moral support, basically, just passing out water and high fives, and I'm just here for the ride.
Now, I do love the fact that we have some players, you know, some hometown players representing the nation in this Pro Bowl game. But man, I just hate the way that they play the game nowadays. Like, that shit looked super soft yesterday. While I was watching the game, it was just 2-hand touch, no tackles in the game. Shit, they might as well just play flag football for all we care. I feel like that would be more entertaining for the fans to watch. And another thing that came in my head that really had me confused was the fact that they had Mac Jones representing the AFC as one of the quarterbacks, yet Derek Carr, who just lives a couple of minutes away from Allegiant Stadium, and I feel like had a better season than Mac Jones, should have been in the Pro Bowl. Now, I know I gave Derek Carr some shit and he didn't have his best season this past season, but he had a better stat line than Mac Jones, which kind of surprises me that he even made it into the Pro Bowl. Derek Carr in 2021 had 4,804 yards, 23 touchdowns, and 14 interceptions. Obviously, he had 13 fumbles, but Mac Jones only had 3,801 yards for 22 touchdowns and 13 interceptions and 7 fumbles. Now, that stat line looks almost identical, but we all know that Derek Carr is the better quarterback. Maybe the NFL just didn't want to have 3 AFC West quarterbacks representing in the Pro Bowl. I mean, I don't know, but if that was the case, then you might as well, you know, kick Sherbert's candy ass out of there and just put DC right in there. But that's besides the point. Again, congratulations to our guys and to Crosby for bringing home the defensive MVP of the game. I know for a fact that next offseason, this dude Crosby and his agent might be asking for quite a lot of money, so hopefully the Raiders could retain him for years to come, because I do believe that he's a very, very special player. Now, in some other news, according to Ian Rappaport, the Packers are expecting to hire former Raiders interim head coach Rich Bisaccia as their new special teams coach. Now, this really does suck to lose the big Oos Bill Goldberg, but I am glad to see that he has an opportunity to go coach somewhere else, and I know that they're gonna love him over there. Now, I know I'm not gonna speak too much about Rich Bisaccia because you guys already know how I feel about the big Oos. I wish nothing but the best for him and his future endeavors over there in Green Bay, and all I can say is just thank you, Rich Bisaccia, for coming in and taking this team to the playoffs, something that we haven't been able to do since 2016. he definitely is a special one, and I know all the players in Las Vegas are really gonna miss him. I really do wish that he could have stayed here in Las Vegas, because I know McDaniels and company wouldn't mind bringing him back, but maybe he just wanted to go somewhere else and just didn't feel right coming back to the silver and black. Now, another coach that will not be coming back next season is Rob Miles, because according to Ryan Dunleavy of the New York Post, the Raiders have hired Chris Ash as the new DB's coach. This is only his second NFL opportunity. Ash spent the 2021 season as the Jaguars safeties coach, making the jump from college to the NFL. He previously was the defensive coordinator at Texas in 2020, also was the Rutgers head coach from 2016 to 2019, and Ohio State's co-defensive coordinator and safeties coach from 2014 to 2015. While coaching the Jags secondary last season, they were ranked 17th in the NFL for passing yards allowed per game. Not the best, but I would say it's still better than what the Raiders were ranked last season, which was 22nd. He also helped Andre Sisco's development in his rookie year, so that's definitely something to look forward to, especially with the young players we do have in this secondary with Trayvon Merrick and Jonathan Abram. Ash is definitely one of the guys that I did not have on my radar. I didn't even know much about him before today, but I am willing to give him the benefit of the doubt, give him a chance to go out there and show us, the nation, what he can do to possibly help this secondary. Maybe he could have our DBs go out there and work out with the jug machine like 95% of the time, so they could go out there and learn how to fucking catch. In all seriousness though, our DBs need to do a better job next season to come away with some turnovers, because if they don't, then it's going to be a long season. But with that being said, how do you guys feel, Raider Nation, about our new DBs coach and Chris Ash? Let me know down in the comments below. Now let's talk about our quarterback real quick, because according to some reports going around, I see some tweets going around that the Las Vegas Raiders will not be trading Derek Carr in the offseason. This does not come as a surprise to me, because I called it when we went out and signed Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler. Now, if this is 100% accurate and Derek Carr is going to stay with the team for years to come, then we need to do a better job as an organization to surround Derek Carr with all the weapons needed to go out there and succeed, and that starts with our offensive line. They did not do a good job last season. Our offensive line was trash last season, and Derek Carr is not the most mobile quarterback out there, so we definitely got to keep the pocket clean for Derek Carr. And our right tackle position definitely needs to be addressed, because Brandon Parker is not going to get the job done. We need to at least bring a veteran right tackle to this team, or go out there and draft somebody. I don't give a fuck. Anybody that could come here and be an upgrade to Illuminor or Brandon Parker. Heck, Alex Leatherwood has got to do a better job next season as well at the right guard position, because if he doesn't, then his ass could be out of here real soon as well. I feel like that was a waste of a first round pick, but you know what? That's besides the point. Derek Carr was sacked 40 times last season. 40 times, and fumbled the ball away 17 times total. So again, that is unacceptable. And then after you clean up that offensive line, then you got to bring in some receiving talent to go along with Hunter Renfrow and Darren Waller. I highly doubt that Devontae Adams is going to come and bring his talents over here to Las Vegas, because of the big ass price tag that he has on his name. I mean, rightfully so, but there's so many different avenues, so many different options that the Raiders could go in and still bring in talent to surround Derek Carr with. Heck, if you want to go and trade for somebody, there's great names like Michael Thomas, Calvin Ridley, Allen Robinson, and one name that just started growing on me is Brandon Cooks. The fact that we possibly could trade him for, you know, a second, third, fourth, fifth rounder, I'm all for it. And he's still a solid ass wide receiver. And imagine that connection with Derek Carr to Brandon Cooks, and we go and draft somebody. I feel like that would be a perfect scenario right there. We could also go out into free agency, because there's a lot of other wide receivers out there that's not going to be asking for $30 million a year. You got Juju Smith-Schuster, Mike Williams, you got Chris Godwin, even a cheap option like John Ross. I've been preaching this over and over and over and over again. I would love to have John Ross here in the silver and black as well. And then you got the NFL draft. You got guys like Treylon Burks, Drake London, Jahan Dotson, and so on and so forth. So there should be no excuse for this Raiders organization to at least go out there and bring in some receiving weapons to help Derek Carr. Like I said before, Zay Jones, Hunter Renfrow is not going to get the job done, and Brian Edwards definitely not going to get the job done with just those guys out there. We definitely need to surround them. We need to be aggressive. I do not want to see the same things that we've been doing these past couple of years, you know, bringing in the Nelson Aguilars, the John Browns, the Willie Sneads, because those guys ain't shit. If we want to take that next step, if we want to be a contender, we need to have a guy out there, a wide receiver one. I know that this whole thing is all speculations, but I do believe that Derek Carr is going to stay in Las Vegas for years to come. Then again, we all said the same thing about Khalil Mack. But with that being said, Raider Nation, do you guys believe that the Raiders are going to extend Derek Carr and keep him in Las Vegas? Or do you guys feel like he still could get his ass traded away to some other team? Let me know down in the comments below. All right, Raider Nation, that is all I have for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button. If this is the very first time you come across my channel and you love the Las Vegas Raiders, then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. With that being said, until the next video, this is your boy Simone Raider, and your boy is
Started off in Oakland, now we here. Thought that we was done, we just hit another gear. Look, started off in Oakland, now we here. Hey, pull up with the nation in the silver black gear. Look, 4 games straight, we in the playoff. Shout out to the Chargers fans, y'all enjoy the layoff.